Imagine rushing into a hospital, heart pounding because someone told you, your wife just had a baby and she's in ICU. The shock, the fear, the urgency, it all hits at once. You sprint through corridors, your chest tight, your mind racing. But then, a thought slices through the panic. Wait, I don't even have a wife. And in that moment, confusion collides with terror. Who is this woman? Why was my name linked to hers? Why were doctors and nurses calling me the husband? That's how the betrayal unfolded. Not with whispers, not with suspicion, but with a shocking announcement that turned my reality upside down. At first, I thought it was some cruel mistake. Maybe wrong identity, maybe paperwork error. I asked, "Are you sure? Are you certain it's me?" The nurse looked me straight in the eye and said, "Sir, her records have your details. You're listed as her husband. You need to sign." My hands trembled. Sign? For someone I never met? My voice cracked. This can't be right. But the documents, they had my name, my address, my phone number. Perfectly accurate. Someone had tied me into this story, without my knowledge. The walls of trust and certainty around my life started to collapse. I knew someone had set me up, but why? And who? I demanded answers. I followed the nurse into the ICU. Behind the glass, I saw her, a woman pale, unconscious, fighting for her life. Machines beeped. Tubes ran across her body. My heart clenched, not because she was my wife, but because she was human, suffering. I felt the weight of her pain, even though I didn't know her. Yet everything about her admission claimed she was mine. Her wristband carried my last name. Her file described me as her spouse. The betrayal wasn't just emotional, it was legal, personal, terrifying. Someone had stolen my identity and forged my role in this tragedy. I went deeper. I asked staff to show me the registration forms. They hesitated, but I insisted. And when I saw them, my blood ran cold. The handwriting wasn't mine, but the details were. Exact. Precise. Whoever had done this knew me well. Too well. Old addresses, emergency contacts, even a copy of my ID attached. Suddenly, it wasn't just about a mistaken wife. It was about betrayal from someone close. Someone with access to my private life. The walls tightened. This wasn't random. It was personal. The ICU wasn't just a hospital unit anymore. It was a crime scene of deception that I thought about the people who knew me, colleagues, old friends, past relationships. Had one of them used me? I remembered a woman I dated years ago, one who left suddenly, no closure. Could this be her? Could this unconscious patient be the same person, now returning under a fabricated story? The timelines blurred, but the thought rooted itself. Maybe this betrayal wasn't about mistaken identity, but about unfinished history. Maybe someone wanted to tie me down with responsibility, with guilt, with secrets I thought were buried. Betrayal has many faces, but this one was wearing the mask of destiny. I asked the doctors press me for consent forms. I faced a decision. Do I walk away, or do I sign? My conscience screamed both ways. Walk away. You don't know her. You don't owe her. Sign. What if she dies, and your refusal is the reason? Betrayal twisted my morality. I chose to sign. Not as her husband, but as a human unwilling to let another suffer without help. In that moment, I wasn't fighting for her story. I was fighting for her survival. And yet, deep down, I knew. The truth behind this betrayal would eventually surface, and it might break more than just my peace. Days passed. The woman recovered slowly. I stayed near, not out of love, but out of duty and curiosity. When she finally opened her eyes, she whispered my name. My real name. My heart jolted. She knew me. This wasn't coincidence. Memories surfaced, late-night calls, a short relationship, promises I didn't keep. She had loved me once, deeply. But when I moved on, she had built her own story, one that now trapped me. She had carried secrets all these years, and the baby, lying in the crib beside her, was the symbol of those secrets exploding into my reality. Confrontation was unavoidable. I asked her directly, "Why me? Why this lie? Why claim me as your husband?" Her tears streamed, her voice fragile. She said, "Because you were the only one who ever made me believe in forever. When everything collapsed, when no one else stood by me, I used your name. I thought maybe fate would bring you back." My stomach churned. Fate or manipulation? Her betrayal wasn't just forging papers. It was stealing my future, tying me to a child I hadn't known existed, rewriting my past into her desperate illusion. Anger consumed me. Betrayal burns like acid, especially when it comes from love twisted into desperation. But I couldn't scream at her, not when she was so fragile. Instead, I turned my focus to the system. How could a hospital accept documents without verifying identity? How could my private records be misused so easily? I filed complaints. I launched investigations. If betrayal is a wound, then justice is the bandage. I swore I would uncover who else was behind this, because no woman in ICU fills out her own admission forms. Someone else had helped her. Someone else had plotted this entanglement. In the end, betrayal isn't always about enemies. Sometimes, it comes wrapped in the memory of love. That day in the ICU, I lost my certainty about people. I lost trust in the systems that protect identity. But I also gained something: clarity. Betrayal teaches you the sharp edges of human weakness. It shows you how far loneliness can push someone. And it forces you to decide, will you let it destroy you, or will you rise, stronger, sharper, wiser? They told me I had a wife and a baby. They told me a lie so deep it nearly became my truth. But I chose to face it, expose it, and never let betrayal dictate my life again.